Hi, welcome back to Let's Build. It's episode 3. Now, I've been a bit short of time, so what I've done this week is taken a viewer request from a little while ago. I'm just going to simply build Ken Block's Hoonicorn because I like my build and I've seen other ones that I've never liked so much, especially in the wheels department. Just a quick explanation is that the Hoonicorn RTR V1 that we're building, that's the one with the intake trumpets out of the bonnet and the gold wheels. This was seen on the streets of LA, or Los Santos even, of course, in Gymkhana 7. Now in some other Gymkhanas was the version 2, and that was the one with the white wheels and the twin turbos sticking out the bonnet. But we don't have the option to make that one. So let's get into the workshop and let's start building. If you're going to drive the car much, I always recommend full armour just to help keep it in one piece. And if you enjoy driving it, do the performance parts. So I'm certainly here doing the brakes up to full, and then we will take the engine, of course, up to full. You're probably noticing already there's very little visual customization to this car. The headlights could be stock, or you could go with the white lights from the car meet and the arena. The livery, you want the Ragga Rum livery, of course, but here's a little look at Hot Ring Racer so you can see that one as well. Of course, you'll want to personalise the plate, and I've put for Ken now on every Ken Block car that I own. For the respray, I'm going to go into the whys and the wherefores after this if you're interested. But the primary and the secondary colours should be a matte grey, and then on top of that you require a stone silver pearlescent. Now, you can't normally put a pearlescent onto a matte colour. There is a simple method for doing it, and I've linked a video down below that shows you exactly how to do that. It's a very old method. I think it's been there since the start of the game. Not much to change. As you can see, we're already down to suspension, and you want the race suspension. If we look sideways, the other ones are really quite high, so get it as low as you can. I enjoy driving it, so I put the transmission and the turbo to maximum. Now the wheels, I've seen all sorts of different choices, but if you look at the actual wheel and then you look at the track wheel called Exos here, you'll see there's a remarkable similarity to the shape and style. We don't have the little bolts here, and I do wish that there was slightly more dish, but overall I think this one gets you very, very close. Now the rear wheels are quite a dark sort of coppery colour, and I would say that dark copper here doesn't even quite get you close enough, but that's what I've selected. Gold, as you just saw, is definitely too gold. I think dark copper works well. You can have standard or low grip or bulletproof tyres. Well, I normally run bulletproof, but here I'm on standard because I keep swapping the car from standard to low grip whilst I try to work out which one makes it the most fun to drive. I think standard does, certainly on PC. It just seems to be a little bit too wayward on low grip. Of course, there's no tints on the windows, so that's the build complete. There are many ways to paint this car if you look round on YouTube. Of course, I think mine is the best. That's why I've done it that way. You may disagree. But if we just paint the car a lighter colour so we can look at the Ragga Rum livery, you can see that it's basically a mid-grey. Well, what we're trying to get on the car is a shiny black on top of a sort of satin grey, and we can see straight away that's not quite going to be possible because we are fixed to that grey livery. If I just go black paint, look what happens just looking at the bottom half of the car now. That livery becomes almost invisible, so shiny black and assuming you'll get a grey livery, that's not really going to work. We can of course try other colours like the anthracite black or the black steel. And I think this gets closer if you just wanted to go for a standard classic colour. At least you can see the livery separate to the car, but it all shines in a way that Ken's car only shines on the black. And I still don't think it works, whichever of the colours that you actually pick here. But that is why I've gone for the satin option to shine up that grey colour and mix that in with the livery. Now I will say that overall I do not think my car is quite as dark as Ken's, but after all the playing around I've done, for me it is at least the most convincing of the possible options, so I commend it to you. All these paint colours are dead cheap, so just try it and have a little play. Well, we're finished with my version of the shed launch, but if you had any value or entertainment from this video, I would really appreciate a like, a comment and even a subscription perhaps. Otherwise, as always, thank you so much for watching.